It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Running right, this is Evans. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
From the 27, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They snap it to Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he is going to have the Bears first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 38, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Fields tapping it forward. Jet sweep. Touchdown, Chicago! Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs If you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Jets at 500, sitting at 5-5. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw here, Dalton. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Ellerson Smith, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Dalton. And this one is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Berrios. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over. The The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Well, this defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
They'll run on first down with Evans. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 31, Fields. He'll flip this out to Evans. And some space here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. He gets this to Jones over the middle. Touchdown, Bears! Velus Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Dalton. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Dalton bootlegs out. He'll buy some time right. On the right side open is Gesicki. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Dalton off play action. That's complete once again. It's Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Dalton now to pass. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 6 yards away. And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Pettis now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carve.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, 84 yards. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll go again with Hall. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And now to the air, Dalton. Open man is Uzomah. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
On second down, a run with Carter. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Dalton. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've perfection.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's 1 step in the proper direction.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff coming left, Evans. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Evans. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
Passing, it's Dalton.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And this is incomplete. Well played defensively. Nearly had the interception, but it's 2nd down.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
And while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was a place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into...
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
Ellerson Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll begin on the ground here with Evans. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 42 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields going deep downfield for Ross. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Darrington Evans with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hall again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Play fake. Here's Dalton. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Andy Dalton. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Dalton.
That's a screen play here for Carter. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Garrett Wilson.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now down to 20. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Straight ahead, it's Evans.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago.
Darrington Evans
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they will take a knee here. And what is going on here? I've got third down. Screen shows third down, but they've got the punt team out there. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And they take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understand